across the vast continents of our planet, from the scorching plains of Africa to the rain-soaked canopies of Asia and the rolling grasslands of the Americas, one force transcends species, habitat, and time. The unshakable instinct to protect one's young, one truth, remains constant. The bond between parent and child is among the most powerful forces in nature. In this documentary, we journey through 17 remarkable encounters, moments of courage, sacrifice, and instinct, where animal parents rise to meet danger, not for themselves, but for the lives they've brought into the world. This is the untold story of guardians of the wild, mothers and fathers who defend, shelter, and protect against all odds. In the animal kingdom, survival is never guaranteed. Predators prowl, storms strike. The smallest misstep can mean the end. Yet, in the face of these relentless dangers, a quiet hero emerges, the parent. These mothers and fathers do not wear armor. They do not wield tools, but they fight with ferocity, strategy, and unyielding love. They shelter the weak, confront giants, and often risk their own lives to ensure the safety of the next generation. We witness 17 extraordinary moments, tales of courage and devotion where nature's fiercest protectors step forward. This is the story of guardians of instinct, of sacrifice, and of love in the wild. In the wild, the bond between mother and calf is not merely one of biology, it is survival. From the moment of birth, instinct weaves an unspoken promise to protect, to nurture, to defend at all costs. Even the gentlest of creatures will summon fierce determination when their young are threatened. For, in the animal kingdom, the will to protect one's offspring is among the most powerful forces of all. Deep in the heart of the African forest, beneath the canopy of acacia trees, a towering sentinel stands guard. A mother giraffe, graceful, serene, but not alone. Nestled beneath her legs, her calf, only days old, takes shelter in her shadow. But danger stirs. A pack of wild dogs, swift and strategic, begins to encircle. In an instant, serenity gives way to instinct. The mother strikes out with powerful kicks, elegant limbs transformed into weapons of survival. What follows is a standoff between predator and parent. In the open wilderness of Australia, where the ground shimmers with heat and silence stretches for miles, a surprising protector takes the stage. The father ostrich. Though flightless, he is swift, vigilant, and utterly devoted. As a lone predator creeps near, he does not hesitate. With powerful strides and unwavering purpose, he gives chase, not for glory, but for the safety of his young. In nature, courage wears many feathers. In the untamed savanna, life begins in uncertainty. A young lion cub, curious and unsteady, strays too close to the water's edge and tumbles in. What follows is a moment of maternal urgency. The mother lioness, usually poised and precise, falters. Her jaws grasp, then slip. Again and again she tries, driven by instinct and desperation, until, at last, success. The cub is lifted from the depths, soaked, shivering, but alive. It is not perfection that defines the bond between mother and child, but, on the sun-baked plains of Africa, danger stirs in the tall grass. A pride of lions, eyes fixed on vulnerable calves, but the elephants are ready. Without panic, they move as one, forming a living wall around their young. Silent, immense, unbreakable, faced with such unity, the predators melt away. In this land, strength lies not in size alone, but in togetherness. As rain begins to fall across the wetlands, a devoted father Jacana takes swift action. With gentle precision, he tucks his fragile chicks beneath his wings, shielding them from the storm. Then, he walks, legs moving beneath a feathery cloak. From afar, it appears a strange, many-legged creature. But look closer, it is nature's ingenuity at work, protective, peculiar, and utterly captivating. In a quiet corner space on a field, a mother peacock sits, silently upon her eggs, life waiting to hatch. But when a human intruder disturbs the nest, she is jolted into action. With a sudden lunge, she defends her unborn chicks with fearless resolve. It is a startling moment, a clash between instinct and intrusion, and a mother's love that knows no fear. Amidst the grasses of an American farm, a fierce shadow descends, a hawk in pursuit. But the mother hare rises, defiant, striking with her forelegs, courage packed into a heartbeat of fur. In the quiet undergrowth of the American wilds, a mother rabbit returns to her hidden burrow. With practiced urgency, she begins to dig, and out hop her tiny kits, blinking in the sunlight. But this moment of reunion is brief. Danger, though unseen, is always near, and so, with remarkable foresight, she conceals the entrance once more, burying it beneath mud and leaf. It is not just shelter, it is strategy, a clever deception, born of instinct. Such is the wisdom and devotion of a mother in the wild. On a quiet, tarred road in Australia, a parent bush, stone curlew stands with its chicks. Fragile, lives in a world built for speed and steel. As a car approaches, the bird spreads its wings wide, placing itself between the threat and its young, a defiant silhouette against the asphalt. The vehicle slows, veers gently past, and a second parent arrives, the family reunited. It is a simple act of courage, but one that speaks volumes of parental devotion. In a vast agricultural field, barely visible among the soil, a plover rests upon her fragile clutch of eggs. But looming on the horizon, a tractor, massive and unyielding, rumbles forward, unaware. And yet, the mother does not flee. She rises, wings spread wide in a bold display, confronting a giant with nothing but presence and courage. Against all odds, the machine veers away. It is a moment of astonishing defiance, an unwavering devotion. Beneath the surface, where threats drift unseen, a mother fish senses danger. With astonishing instinct, she opens her mouth and swallows her young, not to harm, but to hide. Protection from the inside out. In the heart of the African wilderness, a herd of elephants approaches a river swollen with rain. Among them, a mother and her calf, side by side, step by careful step. but the current is fierce, and in a sudden surge, the young one is swept away. Without hesitation, the mother plunges forward, her trumpeting cries piercing the roar of water. What follows is a desperate, determined rescue, a powerful display of maternal strength and the unbreakable bond between mother and child. In the African wild, two giants meet, a mother rhino and a towering elephant, their paths crossing with rising tension. Sensing a threat to her calf, the rhino does not retreat. Instead, she charges, fearless and formidable. No blows are struck, but the message is clear. In the eyes of a mother, even a giant must stand down. On a quiet, tarred road beneath the cover of dusk, a porcupine family makes a cautious crossing. Two devoted parents flanking their tiny young, but danger stalks nearby. A leopard, silent and swift, eyes the vulnerable target. In response, the parents turn, bristling with quills, a living wall of spines. Again and again, the leopard lunges, and each time it is met with unwavering defense. In this quiet standoff, we witness the power of protection, not through force, but through fierce resilience.